Hi there, I'm Dr. Alessandra Latour, founder of the Latour Leadership Academy. For more than 16 years, I've helped leaders at every level move from overwhelmed and reactive to clear, confident, and strategic in how they lead. This podcast is where we get real about leadership. We'll talk about the patterns, habits, and pressures that shape how we show up, and more importantly, how to grow through them. Here, you'll learn practical tools for leading authentically, building trust on your team, communicating effectively, and making decisions that reflect your values, not someone else's expectations. Leadership is a skill, one you can learn, strengthen, and embody with intention. So, if you're ready to lead with more clarity, confidence, and presence, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're talking about something that most leaders rarely say out loud, even to themselves. Sometimes the way we lead is actually the thing holding us back. And I'll say this up front. This is not about shame. This is about awareness, about evolution, about leadership as a growing identity, not a fixed role. And I know this personally because the habits I'm going to talk about today, I've done every single one of them. Not because I was a terrible leader, but because at the time they felt safe. They felt responsible. They felt like the right thing to do. But leadership grows, and as we grow, our habits have to grow with us. So let's talk about 3 outdated leadership habits that might be holding you back and what to do instead. Let's just start with the big one. There was a time early in my leadership career when I believed if I don't check every detail, something's going to fall apart. Micromanaging doesn't come from control, it comes from fear. Fear of being blamed, fear of getting it wrong, fear of not being seen as competent. But here's the tricky part. Micromanaging looks like you're preventing failure. But what it actually does is prevent growth, both for you and your team. When we hover, we subtly tell our team, I don't trust you. And when you send that message enough times, people start to step back. They wait for instructions. They stop thinking creatively and they stop taking initiative. You end up exhausted. They end up disengaged. So our modern shift is to move from checking to coaching. So instead of show me everything before you send it, try walk me through your reasoning. This keeps responsibility where it belongs, with them, while keeping support where it matters, with you. My first leadership role, I worked ridiculous hours, early mornings, late nights, weekends, 6 days a week, you name it, I was there, because I believed that visible effort meant strong leadership. But overworking is rarely about dedication. It's usually about identity, about trying to prove something. I earned this role. I deserve the seat. I am not going to drop the ball. But here's the truth I had to learn the very hard way. No one remembers how many hours you worked, except you and your family. They only remember how you made decisions and how you made them feel. A burnt-out leader is a reactive leader, short-tempered, foggy, disconnected, and your team feels that energy in the room. The modern shift is to replace hours worked with clarity of priorities. So ask yourself daily, what actually moves the needle today? Then give your energy there and let the rest go. Leadership is not about carrying everything. It's about caring for the right things. This last one is subtle. Maybe you inherited a team. Maybe you stepped into an existing culture. Maybe you were taught one specific way to lead. And so you repeat the patterns, not because they work, but because they're familiar. But the workplace has changed. Expectations have changed. People have changed. Leadership today requires presence, adaptability, and humility. The way you lead, if it's rooted in the past, your team stays in the past too. The modern shift is from certainty to curiosity. So instead of this is how we've always done it, try what might work better now. Curiosity is not a weakness, it's strategic intelligence. If you recognize yourself in any of these habits, good. That means you're paying attention. Leadership isn't about having the perfect style, it's about being willing to evolve the style you have. Micromanaging shifts into trust, overworking shifts into clarity, following old patterns shifts into intentional growth. Leadership grows when you do. If today's conversation hit home, I would love to help you do this work more intentionally, confidently, and sustainably. So make sure you're on the leadership newsletter list that we have so you get access to our free resource library, including Magnetic Leadership Habits, which is designed to enhance your presence, focus, and relationships as a leader. By aligning your daily actions with your leadership goals, you're going to create an authentic and magnetic leadership style that inspires and motivates others. To sign up, head to authenticleadershipunlocked.com. Thanks for joining me today. If this episode resonated, I'd love for you to continue the conversation with me. Head on over to latourleadershipacademy.com. You'll find leadership tools, programs, and free resources designed to support your growth at every stage of your leadership journey. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe to our weekly leadership newsletter. It's where I share fresh insights, reflection prompts, and strategies you won't hear anywhere else. Thanks for spending your time here. Keep leading with intention, and I'll see you in the next episode.